captain, he won't let anybody else become captain.
Politics is not
no, now I'm speaking to Rajdeep.
Congress is not Team India.
If it were Team India, at least they'll win some matches. The problem is that they're losing match after match. They're not winning any. Right now, they're batting like Zimbabwe.
जो प्रमुख बात है भ्रष्टाचार के मामले में, चाहे इनकी अध्यक्षा हो चाहे राहुल गांधी हो, दोनों बेल पे बाहर है। आप मुझे बताइए, एक सुदृढ़ भारत, एक मजबूत भारत जो श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी जिसका निर्माण कर रहे हैं, उसमें ऐसे व्यक्ति की कोई जगह है? और मैं इतना ही कह के अंत करूंगा, बर्बाद गुलिस्ता करने को बस एक ही उल्लू काफी था। हर शाख पे उल्लू बैठा है। इन अंजामे गुलिस्ता क्या होगा, ये कांग्रेस की कहानी है और इनको समझाने से कोई फायदा नहीं है। ये लोग वो लोग हैं जो खुश रहेंगे, चापलूसी करेंगे, मक्खनबाजी करेंगे, करते रहने दीजिए।
I think it takes a lot of conviction of courage to lose an election after 2019 and come in and say that I take the moral loss on myself, the buck stops with me, and I'm walking away from this. And I don't.
But he hasn't walked away.
The Congress because
he hasn't walked away.
How many people?
If he'd walked away, it would be different.
No,
he didn't walk away.
He's no longer the leader. Rahul, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to answer your questions. If you allow me the space to do so, I think it will be nice. Thank you.
अरे पांडे इसको मार देंगे।
नहीं सर,
कि पार्टी ध्वस्त होती चली जा रही है।
बिल्कुल ठीक।
अगर कुछ लोग शीर्ष नेतृत्व पर सवाल खड़े कर रहे हैं तो कोई फैसला क्यों नहीं? आखिर जवाबदेही होती है ना। राजनाथ सिंह अध्यक्ष बने थे, अभय जी नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाए, 2009 में हटाया गया। नितिन गडकरी नहीं परफॉर्म किया, हटाया गया। अगर उससे निकलकर एक रिस्क लिया जा सकता है तो क्यों नहीं? कोई बोलने से डरता क्यों? मैं तो सिंपल पूछ रही हूं।
अंजना जी, बहुत ही अच्छी आपने प्रश्न किया है। मैं थोड़ा सा स्मृति पटलों को आपके चिन्हित कर देता हूं। 1952 में जनसंघ बना। 1952 से लेकर 98 तक लगातार भारतीय जनता पार्टी परास्त होती रही। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी, बलराज मधोक, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी तो खुद हार गए चुनाव। दीनदयाल
खाती भी है।
मैं छोटे से उदाहरण
पटकनी दे दी पश्चिम बंगाल में,
जब एक के बाद एक जमीन छीनने के किसानों के 3 अध्यादेश लेकर आए थे, तब लड़ाई किसने लड़ी? राहुल गांधी जी ने लड़ी। ममता बनर्जी उस वक्त नहीं थी। जब मजदूर दर बदर की ठोकर खाने के लिए सड़कों पर फेंक दिया गया प्रधानमंत्री द्वारा विभीषिका में, तब कौन था उनकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए? बताइए। जब हाथरस और उन्नाव में बेटियों की अस्पत पर सत्ता की सरपरस्ती में वार हुआ था, तो कौन था उनकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए? जब लखीमपुर खीरी में रोंद कर किसानों को मार डाला गया, तब कौन था उनकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए? जब 1 वर्ष तक किसान दिल्ली की सड़कों पर कील और कांटों में फेंक दिए गए थे, तब कौन था उनकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए?
2% वोट आए सर।
लेकिन राहुल गांधी,
कांग्रेस पार्टी को यूपी में 2% वोट्स आए हैं। 2%।
देखिए, आप भी लड़की हैं अंजना जी। प्रियंका गांधी जी ने लड़की की न्याय की लड़ाई खड़ी की है उत्तर प्रदेश।
399 प्रत्याशी थे उत्तर प्रदेश में, 387 की जमानत जब्त हो गई और उसके बाद कह रहे लड़की हूं, लड़ सकती हूं। आपको मालूम है जनता क्या कह रही है? जनता ये कह रही है कि पहले माताजी विफल हुई तो बेटा आया बचाने, फिर बेटा विफल हुआ तो बेटी आई बचाने, फिर बेटी विफल हो गई, अब कौन आएगा बचाने? आप बताइए। आप नहीं चाहते बदलाव करना, मैं तो ये कहूंगा अभय जी, बिल्कुल बदलाव मत करिएगा, यथास्थिति बने रहने दीजिए। और आज वैसे भी कोई कांग्रेस पार्टी को जीवित पार्टी नहीं मानता है, वो मृत पार्टी है। नेतृत्व से भी
वो कह रहे हैं कि आप लोग नहीं चाहते हैं कि राहुल गांधी कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष बने।
बड़ी बात है,
आप लोग उनसे डरते हैं, आप लोग बाधाएं डालते हैं उनके रास्ते में।
अच्छा अंजना जी, अभी महिमा मंडन किया जा रहा था उनका और सारे दर्शक, मैं समझता हूं, एक लंबी सांस लेते हुए इंतजार कर रहे थे कि इस पे कुछ प्रकाश डाला जाए। कांग्रेस पार्टी वैसे भी अंधकार में है, तो राहुल गांधी जी के बारे में कुछ बातें बता दूं। कुछ सालों से हम लोग भी चर्चा करते हैं। राहुल गांधी जी वो हैं जिनके रिपोर्ट कार्ड में 30 से ज्यादा चुनाव हराने का एफ लगा हुआ है। राहुल गांधी वो हैं जो लोकसभा में 10 साल रहते हैं पहले, और तब भी वक्तव्य देते हैं कि 546 सीटें हैं लोकसभा में, उनको यह भी नहीं पता कि कितनी सीटें हैं। वो विदेशी धरती पे जाते हैं और कहते हैं कि वंशवाद एक परंपरा है भारत में। उनसे पूछा जाता है गरीबी कैसे हटाओगे? आपकी जो है इंदिरा गांधी जी नानी जी ने कहा था, तो वो ये बोलते हैं कि नहीं, गरीबी एक मानसिकता है, इसको हटाने की क्या जरूरत है। राहुल गांधी वो व्यक्ति हैं जो अपनी पारंपरिक सीट अमेठी हार जाते हैं, उसके बाद भी उन्हें हटाया नहीं जाता। और सबसे जो प्रमुख बात है, भ्रष्टाचार के मामले में चाहे इनकी अध्यक्षा हो चाहे राहुल गांधी हो, दोनों बेल पे बाहर है। आप मुझे बताइए, एक सुदृढ़ भारत, एक मजबूत भारत जो श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी जिसका निर्माण कर रहे हैं, उसमें ऐसे व्यक्ति की कोई जगह है? और मैं इतना ही कह के अंत करूंगा, बर्बाद गुलिस्ता करने को बस एक ही उल्लू काफी था। हर शाख पे उल्लू बैठा है, इन अंजामे गुलिस्ता क्या होगा, ये कांग्रेस की कहानी है और इनको समझाने से कोई फायदा नहीं है। ये लोग वो लोग हैं जो खुश रहेंगे, चापलूसी करेंगे, मक्खनबाजी करेंगे, करते रहने दीजिए।
Let me be very honest and let's call a spade a shovel today, Rahul. The fact is the Congress party today needs surgery. It doesn't need band-aid, and it needs surgery on the head, the heart and the feet. What do I mean? The feet, the organization, the heart, the ideology, the head, the leadership. All need to transform, reinvent or be changed.
Maharajganj or Gorakhpur does not. He still believes Rahul Gandhi is his leader. So how do I defy his aspiration and come out and do what the media or the larger public perception may be? I think we've got to take our workers on board, and which is exactly what the sanctity of an
But here
AICC
is the
session
problem,
of Chintan
Supriya. You're
Shivir
saying
is.
Rahul Gandhi is the leader, and I think this point was made in the CWC and was definitely made outside, where Rahul Gandhi himself doesn't know whether he's the leader. It's as if he's sitting on the driver's seat. He says, no, but I'm actually not driving. The car is headed towards a tree, and he says, no, but I'm not driving. A lot of the leaders said, if Rahul Gandhi is indeed the leader, let him say I am the leader and let him lead you. For good or for bad, no matter what happens, win or lose, at least he is leading you. Here he is, wanting to sit, wanting to lead, but not saying that he is the leader. And that's a part of the problem that the Congress deals with.
So Rahul, I think it takes a lot of conviction of courage to lose an election after 2019 and come in and say that I take the moral loss on myself, the buck stops with me, and I'm walking away from this. And I don't
But
think
he hasn't
I want
walked
to
away.
leave the Congress because
He hasn't
we lost
walked
the election.
away.
How many people
If he'd
have that
walked
conviction
away,
of
it would be
courage?
different,
No,
but he didn't walk
absolutely, yeah.
away.
He's not longer the leader. Rahul, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to answer your questions. If you allow me the space to do so, I think it will be nice. Thank you.
अरे पांडे इसको मार देंगे।
नहीं sir. Thank you. Leader, then so be it. But he took the moral responsibility and walked away. How many people are willing to do that? How many people are willing to put power aside and function without it? I don't think there are too many
this
people
is the problem, Rajdeep.
outside or even within the Congress.
It's like
and I say this with some amount of respect to everybody around.
In a cricketing metaphor, Rahul Gandhi doesn't want to be captain. He won't let anybody else become captain.
Politics is not cricket.
Now I'm speaking to
and
Rajdeep.
Congress is not Team India.
If it were Team India, at least they'll win some matches. The problem is that they're losing match after match. They're not winning any. Right now they're batting like Zimbabwe. And that's a problem. Rajdeep, he's not captain. He refuses to be captain. He doesn't let, his mother won't
Your
let
cricket
anybody else
analogy
become
doesn't hold.
cricket.
With all
One
respect
second.
to you.
His mother won't let anybody else become captain, and you've got a team which doesn't have a captain, and therefore they're pulling in all different directions.
You know, the one line that I can give, na banunga na banne dunga. That's been the state of the Congress over the last couple of years. You cannot fight the Modi juggernaut with a leadership, leaderless ship. And I think that
in Urdu by Ghalib, that ताउम्र गालिब यही गलती करता रहा कांग्रेस की तरह, धूल चेहरे पर थी, गालिब और कांग्रेस आईना साफ करता रहा. You know, a bad carpenter always blames his tools. Here is my point. Forget the fact that level playing field is there or not there. These people will do anything to save the parivar. It is a parivar bachao. They will blame institutions. I am just surprised they've not started abusing the people of Uttar Pradesh like they have done in the past, like they have blamed people of Amethi for not being able to understand Rahul Gandhi and therefore he went to Wayanad. So, you know, this is a common excuse they make. But tell me one thing, Rajdeep and Rahul, you all have followed politics internationally also. The Labour Party also lost elections to the Conservatives, to Margaret Thatcher for 17 years. That didn't mean they've started blaming institutions or the people of United Kingdom. They underwent changes within their party structure ideologically and structurally. They got a new leadership. The problem with the Congress party is that they are only governed by one parivar's interest, and therefore for them it is not party bachao, it is parivar bachao. Let me give you one example. Supriya is a far more capable and articulate leader than most people in the Congress party. Why is it that Priyanka Vadra, who by the way entered the party, became a general secretary on day one? Supriya hasn't become General Secretary. She's been made a spokesperson. She became General Secretary on day one because of the Vadra surname. She lost 1 out of the 2 Lok Sabha seats in 2019, continued to get promotion, and today she has taken the party down from 7 to 2 and from 6.5% vote share to 2.5% vote share. And yet you will have Supriya saying that Priyanka did no wrong. Just like the crown can do no wrong, Priyanka did no wrong. Why shouldn't a Supriya Shrinate be General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh? Because it's Shrinate, it's not Gandhi Vadra.
Okay, I'm out of time.
That's the only reason why the Congress suffers and is declining.
No, I need to come in. You can't be out of time without giving me a word here, Rahul.
That's exactly what I was about to say, that I'm out of time.
You cannot be out of time without giving me a word
you can let Supriya respond to that point about Priyanka, but at least Priyanka tried and fought. Whether she won or lost is, secondary. She fought. And that's the point. The Congress needs to be seen fighting, and that's not happening often enough. Supriya, very quickly conclude. He's trolling you in some senses, saying you speak better than her, you could arguably be a better politician, why can't you be General Secretary?
You really expect me to respond to 2 rupee trolls now making national television debuts? I'm sorry I got personal here, but you have no business maligning my leader
Rahul,
the way
I
you
think
did.
this kind
I just
of
have one
language
thing to
and
say.
arrogance
I
only
hope
reflects
your
what the problem with the
deep-seated
Congress
worry
is.
for the Congress. I'm sorry I'm talking
Rahul,
right now.
are
I
you
did
going
not
to
speak
allow
while
this?
you were
I'm
talking.
also an official
Your
spokesperson
deep-seated
of a
worry
party.
about the Congress.
Rahul, if you think this is the language that is acceptable,
Rahul,
it shows
are you going to
Congress's
let me
culture.
speak or will you
It
keep
shows
talking?
There would be a sense of deja vu, that we've been there, we've heard this, it happens each time the Congress loses, they go around in circles and then they say we can't do without the Gandhis, and then nothing changes. If that's the way it stays, we'll have Rajdeep back again after the next elections, he'll say the same things, Sanjay will say the same things, the BJP rep, whoever it is, will say the same things, and Supriya or anybody else who steps in for her will say the same. You're caught in a rut. If you can't see it and if you can't shake yourself out of this, nothing will ever change. And now with the Aam Aadmi Party, you've got an opposition party that is at least attempting to occupy the opposition space. If this continues, the trend line could be disastrous for the Congress party.